Patriots defensive back Devin McCourty with some strong words in support of Colin Kaepernick. They need to bring him in there, McCourty said. They need to tell him face-to-face everything they've said vocally, that they've said publicly. Tell that to him directly. Then I think just moving forward, give him a real opportunity in this league. You know, we all kind of cut him off and didn't really embrace him the way we should have. I think it's time now to bring him into the fold. If the NFL really wants to be involved in this, they need to make sure they elevate his platform and let him speak and let him do the work he's been doing. And that's 100% accurate, Big Cat, because one of the things we've all realized in the 3.5 weeks since the murder of George Floyd is the message that Colin Kaepernick was trying to send in 2016 was 100% accurate and should have been listened to. And maybe if it had, George Floyd and others would be alive today. And I think there is some shame for the NFL and for the people who just kind of ignored Colin Kaepernick because they didn't like his method. They overlooked his message because they got caught up in his method, and more and more people, I think, are waking up to what has been done to him, the injustice that's been done to him, and we'll see. We'll see if it's just talk. This is something I'm going to write later today on PFT. Is the stuff we've heard this week from Anthony Lynn and Mark Davis, is that just talk, or is there going to be action? And I'm still not sure that they're not just trying to run out the clock here before we all move on to something else.
Oh, I absolutely think they're trying to run out the clock. I have another question for you, Mike. Colin Kaepernick, will a team bring him in for a tryout? And then second question, you can answer it quickly. Why has Cam Newton not been signed? That's something I keep reminding myself. Why has Cam Newton not been signed?
I mean, it's two different issues. They both should be on teams. Cam Newton's been a victim of circumstance. The Panthers held on to him longer than they should have, hoping they could trade him. By the time they cut him, it was impossible for him to get properly checked out by a new team. Teams moved on and signed their starters. And something Sims and I have been talking about, the reality that if you bring him in to be a backup now and you take him to training camp and he is healthy, after a practice or two, the locker room buzz is going to be, why the hell is Cam Newton the backup? He's better than our starter. So I think those are all things that are affecting Cam Newton. With Kaepernick, obviously, it's a different dynamic. I hope that someone's going to give him a tryout, and I hope that someone's going to give him a chance, and I hope that someone is going to recognize by looking at their depth chart, and I keep coming back to the Texans, Colin Kaepernick is a better backup to Deshaun Watson than A.J. McCarron. If you're talking about having the skill set match so you can run the same offense if the starter gets injured, and we see how much Deshaun Watson gets hit, Kaepernick is a better option behind him. And I keep hoping that the Texans have that realization and bring in Colin Kaepernick and see what he can do and give him a chance in training camp to earn a spot.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.